歡迎大家。首先，發展局局長咧會就今年7月至9月嘅賣地計劃咧，同大家有一個簡介，跟住咧就係提問時間。而家唔該局長。
好，各位傳媒朋友，大家好。今日咧，我同大家介紹一下政府喺今個財政年度第2季度，即係7至9月嘅賣地計劃。喺未來呢一個第2季度咧，政府係會用招標嘅方式出售2幅嘅住宅用地，一幅係位於啟德鄰近宋皇臺站，預計可以提供大約1325個單位。而另一幅用地呢，就位於東涌，係東涌東新市鎮擴展第一幅出售嘅住宅用地，預計可以提供415個單位。因此，第2季度由政府賣地而推出嘅用地呢，合共可以提供大約1740個私人住宅單位嘅。我剛才提及嘅啟德住宅用地呢，其實佢亦有佢嘅特色嘅。政府會喺賣地條款呢要求發展商興建大約175米嘅地下街，其實呢一個呢係佔成條啟德地下街大約11%。發展商亦都同時要負責興建總共大約8100平方米嘅社福設施，包括長者鄰舍中心、弱智人士宿舍同埋展能中心等。呢個係體現政府近年呢透過合適嘅賣地項目，加快為社區提供福利設施嘅決心。另外呢，私人發展同埋重建項目方面呢，我哋預計喺第2季度呢係有11個項目會係完成地契修訂，一共可以提供大約2310個單位嘅。換句話講，計及上述2個來源，即係賣地同埋我哋嘅地契修訂呢，第2季度嘅私人房屋土地供應預計可以支持興建大約4050個私人住宅房屋單位。呢個係第2季度，連埋今個年度第1季嘅供應呢，我哋財政年度頭2季嚟自唔同來源嘅私人房屋土地供應呢，預計合共可以提供大約8280個單位，接近我哋本年度私人房屋供應目標。我哋嘅目標係12900個，接近呢個目標嘅65%。呢個數字呢係仲未反映第2季度可能都會仲有一啲嘅地契嘅修訂嘅進帳嘅，因為一般嚟講呢啲數字呢可能會係有啲滯後嘅。亦都值得一提呢，市區重建局呢啱啱係喺上星期完成咗黃大仙岩前圍村項目嘅換地手續，項目呢係可以提供大約750個單位嘅。我剛才提及本年度首2季嘅供應呢，亦都將呢一個岩前圍村嘅項目單位呢計算咗喺入邊㗎啦。至於2023-24年度賣地計劃餘下嘅其他用地呢，部分仍然係有待我哋完成道路工程刊憲同埋清理土地嘅手續。我哋會繼續努力推展相關嘅準備工作，致力呢係將本年度潛在嘅供應用地呢係準備好嘅。我哋亦都會繼續貫徹多管齊下嘅造地策略，並且以持之以恆嘅態度，持續同埋穩定咁樣呢向市場提供土地供發展之用嘅。如果大家容許我稍為用英文講一講。Today I will introduce the government's land sale program in the second quarter of this financial year, which is July to September. In the upcoming quarter, 2 residential sites will be put up by the government for sale. The first site is in Kai Tak, near Song Wong Toi Station, providing a supply of 1,325 flats. The second site is located in Dong Chung and is the first residential site to be put up for sale in the Dong Chung New Town extension, and this site is expected to produce around 415 flats. Together, these 2 sites could provide a supply of about 1,740 flats. For the aforementioned Kai Tak site, the government's land sale condition will require the developer to construct around 175 meters of the underground shopping street, which is around 11% of that total high-tech underground shopping street by length. The developer will also be required to construct social welfare facilities of around 8,100 square meters, including neighborhood elderly center, hostel and day activity center for the mentally handicapped. This shows the government's determination in recent years to expedite provision of social welfare facilities for the community through suitable land sale sites. Taking the above two sources into account, the total private housing land supply in the second quarter would support the development of around 4,050 flats. Together with the supply from the first quarter, the total supply of the first half of this financial year is expected to support some 8,280 flats, reaching around 65% of our annual target for private housing supply. The total supply so far has not completely reflected private development projects not requiring lease modification from the second quarter, as such figures are normally available only at a later stage. It is also worth mentioning that the Urban Renewal Authority has completed its land exchange for its Won Tai Sin Tien Wai Village project last week, expecting to provide around 650 flats. This project has also been counted in the land supply I have just announced for the first half of the year. The remaining sites on the land sale program are subject to completion of procedural matters such as roadworks gazettal and land clearance. We will continue to push ahead the preparatory work to get ready these potential sites. And we will continue to adopt a multi-pronged approach to increase land supply and sustain our efforts in providing a continuous and steady land supply to the market for development.
好，而家係提問時間。請你提問之前呢，就先介紹自己嚟自邊個傳媒機構。呢位白色衫呢位記者。
局長你好，商台嘅。首先想問翻呢，因為發展商持續睇淡個市況咧，近期都有出現政府賣地嘅時候流標啊，或者低過市場嗰個價格成交啦。點樣睇今次推地市場個反應啦，或者再出現流標個風險啦？第二樣嘢想問翻港鐵沙中線工程個事件啦，因為屋宇署就嗰個製冷機房偏離圖則去控告禮頓啦，禮頓就判罰4萬蚊啦。有啲人就形容係放生禮頓嘅。政府會唔會就嗰個刑罰提上訴啦？同埋有關嗰個罪行而家刑罰夠唔夠阻嚇性，有冇需要再檢討咧？同埋政府都有講到話嗰個案件嘅調查係未完啦，未來嗰個調查或者檢控個方向會係點咧？唔該。首先我哋今日個賣地記者會咧，就先處理咗有關賣地計劃嗰啲提問先，咁最後局長先會解答其他問題，好冇？局長唔該。
好，或者回應你關於第一個問題係市況嗰個問題啦。正如我從前都再三強調㗎啦，政府賣地咧，其實一定首要咧係為咗照顧我哋無論係經濟用地同埋房屋用地嗰個需要嘅。我哋總不能咧，只係能夠喺市況叫做係非常好嘅時候咧，先至賣地嘅。方才你提到咧，過去亦都有一啲土地流標，或者係同市場嘅預期唔同啦。咁首先我去強調咧，政府最後將個幅地賣唔賣出咧，我哋係並非同市場預期嘅價格咧去作比較，我哋一定要睇我哋自己專業部門地政總署去定嗰個地價。一定要到嗰個底價，我哋先至去賣嘅。我哋唔會純粹係睇市場嗰個估算啦。咁第二咧，大家都睇到我哋過去即使有啲地係流咗標咧，其實當然有嗰個發展商佢自身嘅考慮啦。但如果過咗一段時間，我哋再推嘅時候咧，都係成功推出嘅。咁所以其實都係我哋同嗰個市場都有一啲嘅互動喺度嘅。好，第二啲係你呢位，唔該。
Secretary from TMHK. So I would like to follow up on the tendering conditions for the Kai-Tak site. Do you think that these conditions will make the site less attractive for bidders? And will high financing costs and also high interest rates deter bidders and developers from the tendering process?
First of all, I think the inclusion of gross floor area for certain community facilities is actually a good move to make good use of the private land available to deliver some facilities of urgent needs in the community. As to whether that will dampen the price to be put forward by the tenderer, I think as with all land sale cases, the tenderer will have to take into account all conditions in the lease, including, for example, the building covenant period and the floor area allowed and its obligation to deliver certain gross floor area for the government. So all these will be taken into account, both by the tenderer and by the lands department when the reserve price is set. So I'm not too worried that the inclusion of these conditions will actually affect the prospect of the site being successfully tendered. It's a matter of pricing.
好，下一條係各位。
局長想問翻頭先衙前圍嗰幅地咧，想問翻清楚個單位數目係650定係750啦。咁另外都想睇翻呢幅地，因為都處理咗好多年啦。咁其實依家終於做到換地，你有冇啲咩嘅睇法咧？即係當初又話要有啲保育嘅嘢啊，咁樣點睇呢幅地？另外都想問翻東涌嗰個項目咧，因為之前有提到話，即係賣地表會擺幅東涌嘅地係有青年宿舍元素嘅。呢一幅地有冇青年宿舍元素咧？如果有嘅話，嗰個暫時嗰個諗法會係點樣做咧？唔該。
好啊，關於衙前圍道嗰幅地咧，佢提供嗰個嘅住宅嘅數字咧係750個單位嘅。咁方才你提到有冇一啲保育嘅考慮咧？咁其實呢一幅地咧，可能大家如果都記得咧，本來係好早嘅時候咧，市建局已經係準備咗喺嗰度做重建，亦都同當時呢幅地嗰個主要嘅業權人達成咗個協議。不過係自從2021年起咧，嗰度因為都有一啲嘅古物古蹟咧係被發現，咁所以就要考慮一啲嘅保育方案。咁其實經過多年嚟嘅考古啦，同埋去準備咧，其實嗰啲嘅保育方案咧喺舊年嘅年底咧，其實都得到我哋古諮會咧嘅支持㗎啦。咁所以其實而家能夠完成埋嗰個地契嘅手續，真係開始去做呢一個重建咧，應該係所有嘅事情都應該係解決咗㗎啦。方才你提到東涌嗰度咧，的確我哋喺今年嘅賣地表咧，都有另一幅嘅土地咧，係希望係有一啲嘅青年宿舍在內嘅。咁今個季度第二季，方才我提嘅呢幅嘅東涌地咧，就並非嗰個地塊嚟嘅。咁我諗嗰個地塊稍後，當我哋民青局佢就住一個條款咧敲定咗之後咧，我哋就會適時推出㗎啦。
係，仲有冇其他問題？係。
係唔該 TVB 嘅，想關心一下咧，今朝咧想知道嗰個對於高球場個公聽會咧有冇啲乜嘢回應啦？同埋咧今日咧啱啱提到咧話推出個住宅地咧，其實咧有一幅嗰個地皮面積都唔算太大啦，咁起屋嗰個數量咧相應就會冇咁多，會唔會擔心咧影響嗰個住宅嘅供應？因為而家其實都淨係話達到咗65%嘅嗰個目標。唔該晒。
係有關於地嘅。
好啊，其實第二個問題先呢，都係關於我哋嗰個賣地計劃。其實咧，以一個季度嚟計咧，我哋係推出有唔同嘅來源啦。方才第二個季度我哋話有政府賣地，亦都有地契修訂啦。其實有大約4000度咧，絕對都唔係一個小嘅數字嚟嘅。如果大家睇翻過去我哋一啲每一季嗰個推地咧，其實呢一個咧都係算相當嘅高嘅。方才你提到話嗰啲地塊係咪細啊？會其實嗰個單位係少呢？其實無論係啟德嘅地塊同埋東涌嘅地塊呢，如果大家睇到我哋今日俾記者朋友嗰個嘅圖片呢，你會睇到佢哋嗰個所在地都係一啲好優越嘅位置啊！其實係鄰近地鐵站，亦都係一啲好四通八達嘅地方啦。
好，仲有冇其他問題？咁啊，局長，另外高球同埋沙中線嗰個。
好，或者我先回應一下高球場嘅問題。其實呢個問題都回應咗好多次㗎啦。我諗喺香港嚟講呢，我哋任何嘅土地供應嘅項目呢，多多少少有佢嘅爭議，唔同人有唔同嘅睇法呢。其實我都係用平常心去面對啦。咁其實高球場近年呢一個近期啊，呢個話題可能炒得比較熱啲，正因為佢喺城市規劃委員會有公聽會，咁我覺得有公聽會就有唔同嘅意見走出嚟呢，都係可以預期嘅。 但係政府嚟講呢，我哋嗰個目標係好清晰㗎啦，我哋亦都講得好清楚。其實呢個我哋講緊32公頃嘅土地呢，喺9月1號，當佢嗰個短期租約已經完咗呢，就會係歸翻嚟政府嘅所有。康文署亦都係已經準備緊呢點樣去管理呢一幅嘅土地，因為呢32公頃入邊呢，有大部分呢，其實將來都會係用嚟做一個靜態嘅公園，即係話保育與休憩合併嘅用途。咁到時公眾呢，亦都係可以入去呢，欣賞到呢一個嘅地方。至於北端我哋起屋嗰度呢，我哋呢一個嘅目標係未有改變嘅，只不過我哋係因應環評嘅程序，對我哋有啲嘅要求，希望我哋檢視嘅密度，咁所以我哋就去再檢視啦。但係用最北端大約9公頃嘅土地起公營房屋呢，呢個仍然都係政府呢好清晰嘅一個意向。關於沙中線嘅問題，其實呢，我相信政府琴日呢都好清楚咁樣呢向社會係表達咗，其實屋宇署佢哋最近嘅檢控個案喺法庭嗰度有一個判刑，呢一個只不過係成個屋宇署我哋嘅跟進工作嘅其中一個部分嚟嘅啫。其實仲有其他嘅刑事調查嘅程序呢係進行當中嘅。咁我都希望各位同埋社會都諒解，當我哋講刑事調查同埋往後嘅一啲刑事檢控呢，其實係一啲好嚴肅同埋好慎密嘅程序嚟嘅。咁的確作為政府人員，我哋係唔應該隨便去評論，因為我哋唔想影響呢啲調查同埋檢控嘅過程。至於屋宇署嗰個個案，屋宇署喺琴日佢作為嘅執管部門，佢都發咗新聞稿，表明佢係正係考慮緊呢是否上訴嘅。
好，唔該。
Sorry, can you recap in English on whether the government will take further action on Leighton, and do you think that the ruling sent a strong enough signal to developers?
On the Sha Tin Central Link incident, the government has issued press statements yesterday and made it very clear that there is ongoing criminal investigation by the police. So I hope that members of the public and the media will understand that when we talk about criminal investigations and any possible subsequent prosecutions, we are talking about very serious and meticulous processes. So it is really not appropriate for the government to further comment on such investigations and disclose further details. As regards the particular investigation case being taken forward by the Buildings Department and has reached the court with judgment laid down, the Buildings Department, as the enforcement authority, has already issued a press statement explaining its position, including the fact that it is now considering the possibility of an appeal in consultation with the legal advisors.
好，唔該各位。
好，唔該晒，唔該位。